Starting this vlog a little bit later than I wanted to. It's currently 11:50. I have gotten a little bit of reading done. I've listened to about an hour of my Calamity Jane, so I've been doing that. Now I'm gonna edit yesterday's vlog, so I'm hoping to get this done and up by 1 o'clock. Fingers crossed. And that way from like 1 on, I can focus on reading. I'm hopefully not going to be distracted by social media again today, because that was a big problem yesterday. I'm currently like rewatching footage from yesterday, especially in the morning, and I'm so low energy. I'm so not a morning person. It's hilarious. So I'm gonna try and amp up the energy because wow, it's not great. I also tend to keep my voice kind of quiet in the morning times because my roommate teaches online classes, so I have to make sure that I don't disturb her because I'm a good roommate. Hi, welcome to this episode of How Catherine Does Her Hair. I have no idea if this is right at all, so please yell at me in the comments if you're like, Catherine, you're totally messing up your hair, stop it. First of all, here's my products. I know that Shea Moisture has come under flack for some of their like ethical practices and stuff, but it's one of the few products that like really work with my hair and isn't stupid expensive, because curly hair products are ridiculous. They're insane. So I use like this much of the Curl and Style milk. And for the entirety of this, we go like this. And we scrunch. I've seen a lot of different like TikToks of how things are done, but I don't do the raking as much. I feel like it messes up my curls quite a bit. So I put everything starting at the bottom and I scrunch up. Bam. That's step one. There's a lot of steps. Next up, I use Jamaican black castor oil. Bam. I use the tiniest amount of this because I don't have super porous hair. So I use like literally 2 drops, like that much. Next, I use a oh, it's so bright. I use this there we go, this curl enhancing smoothie. But seriously, if anyone has any like other curly hair companies that aren't crazy expensive, I know like one of the reasons a lot are expensive are because they actually pay their workers a fair amount, which is awesome. But also, I'm unemployed, so. Oh, and last but not least, we use a gel. I just started using gel very recently. I don't use a lot of it. I literally use like the tiniest amount. And I put it in, and then after it dries, I like scrunch it so that it doesn't get all crunchy and weird. And it also helps it not be crunchy and weird if you put it in when your hair is still like soaking wet. Oh, there we go. That's how I do my hair, and now I let it air dry. I have like a t-shirt that's dedicated to drying my hair. It's like a 100% cotton t-shirt. If I can find that, I'll use it. So what we're doing, or what I'm doing, you guys aren't doing it with me, what I'm doing for today, I am going to continue with Pride and Prejudice and try and get a little bit further, but first, to make myself feel better about myself, because yesterday I ended on like a low note. Oh my gosh, after watching like all the footage, I'm like, dang girl, it's only day 2, calm down. But to make myself feel better, I'm gonna be doing my outside read, which is Witchy. So I'm gonna head outside. You guys get to join me in my backyard. It's a beautiful backyard. I love our backyard. It's so nice. I'm gonna try and just read through this because it's a graphic novel. I feel like I can read it really quickly. So we're gonna read this and hopefully that boosts my self-esteem and I can get through some more Pride and Prejudice. Halfway through Witchy. It's really good. I really love the graphics in it. The illustrations are just gorgeous. And the magic system is really interesting. So I kind of explained what it was in my TBR video, but it's basically about this world where your powers are tied to the length of your hair. So the longer your hair, the more powerful you are, which is super cool. Yeah, so it's a very, very interesting like magic system, and also like definitely seems like there's like a corrupt government aspect to it. I don't know what can happen in the next like half of the book, because the first half was definitely like very like exposition heavy. And now we've gotten to like a lot more of the action aspect of it, so it's real good. I'm gonna try and finish it up in like the next half hour or so. Alright, I have officially finished Witchy. It was really good. It was really cute. I'm pretty sure like it left on kind of a cliffhanger, so I'm really hoping there's gonna be another one. It was a super quick read, and I was able to read outside. This is definitely like the nicest it's been all week. It's like 75, perfect Southern California weather. So yeah, I'm very, very happy that I was able to get through another book. So that puts me at 3. I have 3, and then I'm gonna try and read some more Pride and Prejudice today. Hopefully I can get like at least another 50 to 90 pages in. That would be ideal. If I can like finish it within like a 3 to 4 day period, I'd feel pretty good about that. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna go make some dinner slash mid-evening, I don't know. It's like 5, yeah, it's like 5 o'clock, so kind of dinner, and I think I have a Zoom call with some friends in a little bit, so I'm gonna go make some dinner, do that Zoom call, and then read Pride and Prejudice, and I'll probably be listening to Calamity Jane while making dinner. So yeah, that's the agenda for the evening, but book number 3 down. So I am currently on chapter 9 of the audiobook of My Calamity Jane. I listened to a bit of it while I was cooking dinner, and then I haven't gotten any further into Pride and Prejudice, but I'm currently watching a bunch of like booktube videos and trying to catch up on a lot of people's, because I haven't really watched a ton in the past couple days, and I'm trying to see everyone's like reading rush vlogs, because I know I want people to watch mine, so I want to support others and watch theirs. So that's where I'm at right now, but I'm gonna make a hard stop at 9:30 and jump into Pride and Prejudice. So here we go. So Mr. Wickham is in the book a lot more than I remember, and definitely a lot more than like in the movies, which is interesting. I mean, he doesn't talk a lot, but he like makes appearances at like dinner parties, and it's observed that him and Elizabeth have like a relationship, like they like each other type deal. But what I love is everyone else, like Jane and Elizabeth's aunt, are like yes, we agree Darcy is the worst. Like, he's annoying and prideful and stuck up. But I don't know if Wickham's any better. Like, maybe he is, but maybe not. And I just love that there's still like pretty suspicious of Wickham. Yeah, just a funny observation. I also find it really interesting, and this is a little bit of a Pride and Prejudice spoiler, so if you've never seen the movie or read the book, sorry. But I find it really interesting. So Charlotte has married Mr. Collins, and now Mr. Wickham, his affection has gone elsewhere, and Lizzie's like, well, the girl that he's looking at is richer. And it points out in the book, it says that Lizzie doesn't fault him in any sort of way, even though she had kind of been really annoyed at Charlotte for wanting to marry someone who, purely because of money, not because of any sort of affection or love. And it points that like out in the book. Like Jane Austen literally says, but Elizabeth, less clear-sighted perhaps in this case than in Charlotte's, did not quarrel with him for his wish of independence. So I think that's really interesting that Jane Austen points out that double standard that Lizzie clearly has. And there was another point earlier where Caroline Bingley points out that Lizzie's very much like a I'm not like other girls type person. And I think that's really interesting that Jane Austen is like pointing out those like kind of flaws in Lizzie's character. Alright, it is 1 o'clock in the morning, and I am officially at the halfway point of Pride and Prejudice. I'm really hoping that I can finish it by Friday, but I figured it out, and if I at least read like 35 pages per day, I can finish before the end of the reading rush, so good news. But with that, signing off for the night. Had a pretty good reading day, finished one book, made it to that halfway point. I just really love Pride and Prejudice. I was really worried I wouldn't like it as much as I remember liking it, and I love the movie, so I'm really, really pleased that I like it so much. So with that, thank you so much for watching. I am going to be making vlogs for the rest of this week, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and until next time, bye!